Good morning, students. Now in this video we will be going to discuss about importance of double circulation. As we all know that in humans the blood flows in the heart by double circulation. So why there is a double circulation present in humans? So what is the importance of this double circulation? So first importance is this, that it prevents the mixing of oxygenated and deoxygenated blood. Secondly, it allows efficient oxidation of food. So why there is double circulation in humans or in animals? What is the importance of double circulation? Firstly, it prevents the mixing of oxygenated and deoxygenated blood. Secondly, it prevents, or we can say that it prevents the mixing of the pure and impure blood. Secondly, it allows efficient oxidation of food. Efficient oxidation of food means efficient breakdown of food. When there is oxidation of why is it important that there is efficient oxidation of food? This will allow in maintaining a constant temperature of body. Constant body temperature. So what is the importance of double circulation? Firstly, it prevents the mixing of oxygenated and deoxygenated blood. Secondly, it allows efficient oxidation of food. Efficient oxidation of food means it allows efficient breakdown of food. When there is efficient breakdown of food, then it will help in maintaining the constant temperature of body. Okay, so if it is asked that what is the importance of double circulation, you have to write first it prevents the mixing of the pure and impure blood. Secondly, it allows the efficient oxidation of food. Efficient oxidation of food means efficient breakdown of food. When there is efficient oxidation of food, then our body is able to maintain a constant temperature. After this, we will going to discuss about heart membranes. We all know that our heart is surrounded by the membranes, and these membranes are known as pericardial membranes. In order to prevent the heart from any injury or shock, our heart is surrounded by the pericardial membranes. Okay, these membranes will make the heart safe, so that our heart is protected from the various shocks or injuries. Secondly, our heart is also containing septa. What is a septa? Septa is a muscular partition present in heart. So what is the function of this septa? We all know that our heart is made up of 4 chambers: right auricle, right ventricle, left auricle, left ventricle. To make these four chambers separate, these septa are present in the heart. So function of septa is to make the 4 chambers of the heart separate. After this, valves are also present in the heart. What is the function of the valves? These valves allow the blood to flow only in one direction. So what is the function of valves? It allows the blood to flow only in one direction. That is, from right auricle it will only flow to the right ventricle, and from the left auricle it will only flow in the left ventricle. So the function of valve is to allow the blood to flow only in one direction. The function of sure that all the four chambers are separate and our heart is surrounded by or covered by a pericardial membranes. The function of this pericardial membranes is to protect the heart. Why they are protecting the heart? From the various injuries or from any type of pressure or from the shock. They are preventing the heart from the shocks. After this we will going to discuss about the heartbeat. We all know that our heart is constantly beating and that is known as heartbeat. Our heart is constantly beating. Either we are sleeping, we are walking, we are running or doing any activity, our heart is constantly beating. So heartbeat is controlled by SA node. SA node is also known as sinus node, or you can write sinuatrial node. Our heart is constantly beating and this beating is controlled by SA node. SA node is also known as sinus node or sinuatrial node. So why our heart is beating? Because our heart is constantly contracting and relaxing. Our heart is, we can also say that our heart is constantly relaxing or contracting. When our heart relaxes, then all the blood from various parts of the body comes into the heart or enters into the heart. And whenever our heart is contracting, then the blood from the heart will flow out from the heart and moves to various parts of our body where the blood is needed. Okay. So now if our heart is relaxing, then it is known as diastole, and if our heart is contracting, it is known as systole. So when our heart is in the relaxing position, it is known as diastole, and when our heart is in contraction position, then it is known as systole. This diastole and systole constitutes one heartbeat. So whenever our heart is in the relaxed position, it is known as diastole, and whenever our heart is contracting, it is known as systole. In case of diastole, the blood from heart will flow into heart. In case of systole, the blood will flow out of heart. In case of diastole, the blood will come into the heart, and in case of systole, the blood will go out of the heart. Okay, this all constitutes a heartbeat. In normal person, our heart beats 68 to 72 times in a minute. This is the rate of heartbeat, and our heartbeat rate is controlled by SA node. SA node is also known as sinus node or sinuatrial node. After that, there is pulse rate. Next topic is pulse rate. Pulse rate is also, we can say that, rate of heartbeat is also known as pulse rate. Rate of heartbeat is also known as pulse rate. Now we all know that the arteries, what is the function? They will carry the blood away from heart. So when the blood from the heart fall on these arteries, fall on the walls of these arteries, there is topic is hypertension and hypotension. There are two conditions. One is hypertension and second is hypotension. When there is rise in the level of blood, when there is rise in the level of blood flow, then this condition is known as hypertension. When the blood pressure is low, that condition is known as hypotension. So, what is hypertension? When the rate of the blood pressure rises. When there is high rate of blood pressure, it is known as hypertension, and the low rate of blood pressure is known as hypotension. In a normal person, the rate of blood pressure is 80 to 120 mm of Hg. Mm of Hg is the units of pressure. So in a normal person, our blood pressure should be between 80 to 120. If there is rise in the blood pressure, then the condition is known as hypertension, and if there is fall from this level or there is low blood pressure, then this condition is known as hypotension. Okay, after this our next topic is blood vessels. Blood vessels we are going to discuss in our next week.